Hello everyone, as some of you might already know, my name is Phil, I'm with Pragmatic Trading. Today is the 10th of October 2023, it's Tuesday, it's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life, and it's a new week. I hope you had a great weekend. This is the first weekly analysis for this week. So, if you're ready, and I hope you are, let's buckle up and let's start with the analysis. This analysis will be short, I'm sorry, at least shorter than the previous ones. Why? Well, nothing significantly has changed. Okay, nothing has changed. We are still within the same range, so I will try my best to be concise, to provide some value to you, and to talk about what I expect for this week. Before I start with the analysis, I just want to take a look at a few things. First, you remember this weekly descending trend line, right? Is this trend line producing a reaction already? The answer is yes. You can already see that we have deviated above it during the last week and now we are below. So this trend line is already producing a very nice move. Should you trade the trend line only? Of course not. That's only one tool that you can use, and as you can see, there are many tools that you can use. Please excuse me for a moment, my throat is a bit sore and I need to drink some water. There we go, I am already feeling better. So, let's jump to the analysis, okay? This weekly trend line, if we switch back to the daily chart, is very interesting because we see, if we look at the trend line, that even if we switch from the log to non-log chart, we see that we haven't closed a single daily candle above this trend line ever since it was created, right? Yes, we have deviated above it. Those deviations were perfect places for a short. I've talked about my short positions. I have one from this week here, and I have another one from this week here. So why is that interesting? Well, if you miss the first chance, there will always, and I repeat, always there will be a second or the third chance for you to enter. Markets always go up and down, they never go in a straight line down or in a straight line up. So be patient, mitigate and manage your risk, and markets will always be thankful and present opportunities to you. As of now, I have this short partially open because I've closed it 70% of it here. I have this short fully opened and I have some longs from the bottom of this wick. These longs are very close to being invalidated and stopped out, but I truly don't care because my shorts are open. I'm in a winning streak and I will always be hedged. So those are my current positionings in the market. Okay, I'm in a long, I'm in a short, I have multiples long and multiple of shorts open. Now, some of my followers or subscribers or people that I know have asked me a very good question. They told me, hey Phil, I see that you always have multiple long and multiple short positions open, and how do you do that? Well, dear people, when you trade, you know that you can trade on different exchanges, right? So all of those exchanges have certain rules of trading, right? Some of them allow you to have both longs and shorts open at the same time. Some of them allow you to have multiple long positions or multiple short positions open. I am not promoting any of the exchanges for specific reasons so far. That doesn't mean I will not promote some of them in the future that I found useful, but for now I am not promoting any exchanges. So why is that? Well, it doesn't matter why is that. For you, what matters the most is that if you do your own research, if you invest some time into researching different exchanges, you will see that many of them allow you to have both longs and shorts open. So if you want to mitigate your risk by diversifying your capital on different exchanges, you can do that, and you can basically have swing positions open just like me, and you can have intra-range trades, scalps or minor pulls, minor swings and whatever. Okay, so If you ask me how can I have multiple long and short positions open, well, I use different exchanges. Some of them are for swing trades, some of them are for scalps, etc. So this is exactly how I was able to have multiple trades within this range. Okay, I shorted this one, I longed this one, I took profit here if I'm not wrong. Yes, I shorted that one, I took profits here. I shorted again, this trade is still open. I even longed this one. I didn't take profits here because Bitcoin front ran my target for a little bit, but I am still convinced Bitcoin will go there. So my long is still open. Do I have it here? I think I do. Please wait for me for a moment. I need to find that folder. I can't find it, but it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. That long is still open. Aha, it's right here. So let's go back to the 1 hour chart. You will see that I have entered that long yesterday. It's still in play. Luckily, it was almost stop loss here, but I believe that if this double bullish divergence plays out, well, you can see it here, a series of higher lows and a series of lower lows, right? If it plays out, it will go to my take profit zone. There I will close maybe 60% or 70% of my long, or I might close all of it. That depends on the CPI ratings and how the market reacts. So this is how I am able to trade both longs and shorts at the same time, and this is how I am able to have multiple positions open. As far as I know, there is no other way for you to do it, so you basically need to have accounts on different exchanges. That's how I do it, and I don't know any other way of how you can do it too. So let's go back to the daily chart and let's keep this short and concise. So at the beginning of this video, I have said nothing has changed. Why? Well, in my previous video, I suggest you to watch it. It's called BTC Weekly Analysis, Friday, 6th of October. That was my second analysis for the week. I have said two things. First scenario, all of this price movement here is a consolidation before, or a reaccumulation before we have another leg up, or this is just a range that will break down here. Sorry for the noise, I hope it's not too noisy. Someone is cutting the grass in front of my house. I don't know what's happening, I truly don't care. Distraction is a distraction. So what is happening here? I drew this trend line, this line here, as a possibility for this weekend to happen, right? And that's exactly what happened. We have retested that trend line, we have rejected, and now we are experiencing a rollover, a continuation downwards. Now, when I say nothing has changed, I really mean it, okay? We are still in the range, and once again, we still have two possibilities. Reaccumulation, a leg higher, or distribution below the area of resistance, diagonal resistance, and continuation lower to the middle of this range, to the bottom of this range, or even going lower and taking all of these lows. So that remains the same. I have nothing new to say. I just want to remind you that as long as we hold these daily levels here, which are conveniently enough 38.2% of the whole range, as long as Bitcoin is above that level, we can and we will move higher. Okay? This is the same level that I've been talking about for the past week and a half. If and when we lose that level, and if we confirm it as resistance, I am fairly convinced we will revisit these lows, these fib levels, and we even might go deeper, rebound again, create a lower high, and then eventually in the next few weeks or months break this whole range, right? I remind you once again, we've had this anchored volume profile. The value area high of this whole range here that started on 16th and 17th of August is right where our fib zone is and where our bias zone is. So as long as Bitcoin holds this level, yes, we can go higher. This could be a consolidation below the level of resistance. But if we lose that level, things will get messy, especially if we confirm it as resistance. Previous support becomes resistance. We will move back higher to the lower parts of this range. So guys, that's it. I really don't want to lose your time. I wish you invest your time in things that are useful and helpful to you. I'm trying my best to be as concise as possible. Now, if you want, okay, and I guess you want, we can do a quick analysis of these targets here. Let's turn on the scalp pool. There we go. What do we have here? Well, we have some interesting zones of interest. I want to do one more pool, which is a trend-based fib extension, to see what else do we have. Okay, so as far as I know, these two places could be a nice area for a bounce, for a long, right? This area here and this area here around the golden pocket. Why? Because these two fib levels meet at the very same place. This yellow one and this yellow one, those are two different fib pools. Let me change this. If we switch back to the non-log chart, we see that this area here is also a bit interesting. I wouldn't expect us to bounce a lot here, but definitely these three zones are tradable. So I will leave these three zones here. Okay, give me a second. I don't need this rectangle, so I will turn it off. So we have these three zones. I will create a group of drawing and I will call them temporary bounce zones. Those are the zones where I would expect some kind of a reaction. And of course, if we lose any of those zones, naturally price will be inclined to revisit the zone below, right? I will turn this off. So there you have it. You have two very clear scenarios. Before I finish this video, I want to announce something. My first video on this channel, which was a very good one, I got a lot of positive feedback about it, was called Trading the FOMC or CPI and Other Volatile Environments. As some of you might already know, tomorrow we have the core PPI month-to-month and the PPI month-to-month in 2 days, on Thursday. We have the core CPI month-to-month, we have CPI month-to-month, and we have CPI year-to-year, as well as the unemployment claims. So besides my targets and besides the two scenarios that I see, I can guarantee you that the next 2 days will be very volatile, which means you need to manage your risk, you need to stay safe, you need to stay out of the market orders or entering the trades from the middle of this range. When I say this range, I mean this small range within this bigger range here. If an asset is in the middle of the range, entering a long or a short is pure madness. Okay, so please avoid that. If you are interested in knowing how you can trade and how you can approach these volatile environments, please consider watching my first video. Okay, it's on my channel, Pragmatic Trading. It's the first video. I know it's long, it's 1 hour 20 minutes, but it is very useful because in it I am trading live and I'm showing you what you should and what you should not do during the news. Important news such as the FOMC, the CPI, PPI, and unemployment claims. So what am I announcing? I am announcing that tomorrow I will make one video shortly before, during the PPI and after the PPI, where I might present some of the entries. I don't know, because market might not give me good entries, but I will tell you once again and I will show you how am I trading the volatile environments. That will be the first part of the upcoming video. The second part of the upcoming video will be filmed on Thursday, shortly before the CPI, during the CPI, and after the CPI. In those two videos that I will merge into one big video, I will explain how you should behave during the volatile environments, what things or what kind of behavior you should avoid, and if you want to trade those environments, I will show you how to do it. So guys, this is it. I don't have anything else to say. I can only remind you that I have this long open. My target is still above. My bias remains to the downside. Why? Well, we are at the bottom of this range. This asset isn't showing any signs of strength. It isn't showing. It is showing some kind of weakness, but since we have 1 hour bullish divergence, I would expect this asset to move sideways and a bit up in the next 2 days. Why? Well, we have the 1 hour bullish divergence. If we invalidate it, we will retest this area once again, the most important area on our charts, on the 4 hour chart, the daily chart, etc. If we lose that area, things are very clear. We will go down to the next level of interest. Right, so for the next few days, I expect this asset, Bitcoin, to move sideways and even possibly retest these highs, take these highs. Why? Well, usually, I'm not saying it happens all the time, but usually when we have these important news coming in, retail traders and market in general always look forward to seeing good results, positive news, right? Everyone's invested, everyone wants an asset to go up, especially in this crazy environment where we have bottomed out or we didn't bottom. It doesn't matter. As long as you can trade everything in between, you should not care. If you have millions or tens of millions of dollars and you care where an asset will go in 6 months or in 6 years, well, okay, maybe this channel is not for you. Maybe I will start filming or recording long-term analysis, but for now, these information are irrelevant to you and your style of trading. If you aspire to be a trader, if you want to be a mid-term, a long-term investor, or someone who wants to trade all of these moves, then I guess this channel is for you. So once again, one last time, I do expect for the next 2 or 3 days during our pre-CPI and PPI a lot of sideways movement with crazy wicks up and down. Okay, I will be there for you. I will be filming videos for you before and during the PPI and CPI. That will be a long ass video. Okay, but I do expect a lot of sideways movement with a great potential of breaking above these highs, liquidating all these shorts, and then coming back again to create another lower high, and then eventually lose this range and move lower. So my current bias remains the same. We could easily go lower. On the other hand, this could be a bullish consolidation below a zone of a diagonal resistance, which could be a reaccumulation before moving higher. My bias remains to the downside, but I am not 100% convinced because we are still holding this previous resistance, which is now support, right? So we are in a no man's zone. If you are educated enough, you know that no man's zone means that you should not do anything crazy. You should be fully hedged, just like me. You should have positions for both up and down. And when that happens, you can sit back, you can drink some coffee, drink some beer, drink some water. You can do anything you want and just observe how the market moves. Every observation is a new lesson, and every mistake, every loss on the market, every victory on the market is also a new lesson. So guys, if you have any questions for me, if you want me to analyze some asset for you, please feel free to leave a comment below this video or any other video. I will make sure to take my time and reply to each one of your comments. Before we finish, let's look at the DXY, the dollar index. What did I say in my previous video? I've said we have a higher high and we have a lower high. This is the daily chart, right? That's a regular bearish divergence. Did it play out? Yes. Is it playing out currently? Yes. So please educate yourself. Please learn. Don't invest any money into markets until you are confident enough to recognize the move, to analyze the market, and take trades with confidence. So DXY or Dixie, the dollar index, is approaching this magic line here that I have. I cannot tell you what line is that and what do I use it for, but in the future when I open my trading communities, you will be welcome to join and figure out what is this line here. So I do expect Dixie to retrace a bit lower, but how much lower I don't know. I am not sure if it will reverse the whole of this trend up. It might reverse here, go back up, or it can go back, continue down, and then go back up. It doesn't matter. For now, it's important that we have nailed this move too, right? So guys, you know what I think about the market. Once again, I truly hope you find some value in my videos. If you do, please consider liking this video, following me on Twitter. My username is PragmaTrader. My name is Pragmatic Trading. Sometimes when I don't have time for the videos, and that occurs very rarely, I will post my analysis here. I will post my setups here before they happen, after they happen. It depends on the market itself. Sometimes I'm just not home and I have my limit orders. You know, I have a life too. So I wish you a beautiful day. I wish you a beautiful week. Please stay safe tomorrow and the day after tomorrow. I will be making videos. I will not be able to share what I think with you. I already told you in this video what I think about the markets, and that's it. I wish you a beautiful day, and as always, Pragmatic Trading loves you. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.